Welcome to South Florida's Business Spotlight on 880 AM The Biz, where we feature local companies and interview their leaders and owners and give them an opportunity to promote their products and services. Our goal is to learn how local and national issues affect their market. And here's your host, Spencer Lyon.
All right, South Florida. Thank you for tuning into the South Florida Business Spotlight. I'm Spencer Lyon, your host like always. Have a gorgeous day out there, and I'm excited for my show today. I have an interesting gentleman with a very amazing business, very efficient business, and he really helps a lot of his clients out. So, we're going to jump right into it. Today I have John Kriney, right? Is that it right?
John Kriney.
Kriney. Okay, sorry, I'm awful with that. But thank you for helping me. And you're with OptFirst Web Marketing. Okay, and I'm really interested in talking more to you about this just because it's such a unique business, I think, and I feel like a lot of people actually mess it up, but you guys do it right. So, just tell me, tell us about your company, what you do, and how everything. Give me a summarize.
Sure, absolutely. OptFirst, we've been around. This is our 13th year. We started in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
So, and our specialty is helping real businesses, brick and mortar businesses, achieve online success. Up to this point, we feel, a lot of the clients that we talk to, what happens is, they have these online competitors that aren't their real world competitors that are taking their online spots and positions.
Right.
So what we really do is help real brick and mortar businesses succeed online.
Okay. Interesting. And then you said you've been around for about 13 years now. That's awesome. I mean, is there something about your business that separates you from your other businesses or your competition?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What we do at OptFirst is we help real businesses succeed online. And what happens is what we're able to do is help them achieve first-place results on search engines, and that's really our specialty.
Okay.
We have the most first-place clients of any other online marketing agency here in South Florida and in Southern California.
Wow. Okay. So you're not only here, you're actually, in a different state as well. I mean, you guys, I was going to ask you, that was pretty much my next question actually, was me like you only focus here, but I mean, you just answered my question for me.
Yeah. Really, there's a lot of opportunity here in South Florida and South Florida businesses that need help online and to achieve online results on search engines. But we started in Southern California in 2001 in San Diego.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then, so you can service anybody though, pretty much, because with what your business does, you don't necessarily have to be there for them to make their websites or opt their, I don't want to say it correctly, but opt out their web presence.
Yeah, optimize their web presence.
Got
Absolutely. We've got clients all across the United States, some clients in Canada and some in South America.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're even a little bit global here.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Our primary focus is here in South Florida and in Southern California where we started.
Awesome. And I know that recently, I'm excited to say that you just wrote a book.
Yeah. It's really the reason that, I wanted to come on air and talk to your listeners about the opportunity of optimizing their websites on their own. My new book is called the 8-Step SEO Plan.
Interesting. So tell me a little bit more about the book, or what really inspired you to sit down and take the time and, invest that amount of time into this book? Like, why would you do something like that?
Well, that's the crazy thing is that we've been here in South Florida since 2008.
Okay.
And every time that one of my sales reps goes on a pitch or I go on a pitch myself, is that the first thing we hear is that, a lot of online companies say that they can optimize websites, that they can make clients first on Google. But really, there's three main bad SEO companies.
Really?
Yeah. And
I like how you say it, three main bad ones.
Yeah, three main bad types of SEO companies. And we talk about that in the book because what we offer are online results that last, that clients that have been first online for 5, 6, 8 years. So it was really, a moment I had that became clear that I wanted to really put it out there. Okay, here are the three kinds of companies that, companies should look out for. And how can we steer them in the right direction? And then the whole idea, the 8 steps, is something that, I finally wanted to share with business owners so they could do their own online marketing plan and succeed online.
That's impressive. What are those three bad types?
Okay. First, we have the large agencies.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, what happens is any marketing agency that is doing, maybe radio, TV, billboards, with the interest in the internet and the popularity, these large agencies that don't have a specialty
Mm-hmm.
in online marketing, in search engine optimization, they have the access to the purses of these large, C-type corporations. So they naturally offer SEO just because they have the attention, they have the client, and what happens is they charge 5 times what a normal SEO, a legitimate SEO company would charge.
Wow.
And what happens is it delivers, results that don't last.
Mm-hmm.
It leaves these larger corporations with this bad taste in their mouth for search engine optimization.
Okay.
And, they figure they got it from a reputable source, their marketing agency that did great for them on radio and TV. So that's really the first type to look out for, is the large agency doing it as an add-on instead of being experts in the search engine optimization field.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so then what would the number 2 be?
Okay, the number 2, and any business owner out there that has heard of search engine optimization, the number 2 bad SEO to look out for is the SEO whiz kid. Everyone's heard of the SEO genius. That kid that lives and breathes in search engine algorithms.
Right.
Typically, he lives in his parents' basement. He's a recluse of some sort. And this kid, through a friend of a friend, is going to be the person who is going to turn this real company's business online and make them, a vast amount of profits.
Right.
The truth is that these SEO whiz kids are not acclimated to real business.
Okay.
And they tend to like shortcuts. They like automated programs that build links and artificial popularity. The problem is eventually Google, Bing, Yahoo, they catch on to this.
Right.
And my experience is within 6 to 9 months, this brilliant SEO whiz kid usually gets the site in trouble with search engines instead of optimizing for search engines. And the truth of the matter is that, any SEO whiz kid would probably rather be, up all night playing Xbox and working on clients' websites.
Interesting. Okay. And you said getting in trouble. What do you mean? I didn't know you can actually get in trouble with this.
Oh, it's a huge growing part of our business, OptFirst, is getting legitimate companies back and re-included on Google primarily because you can get a website banned by building bad links, fake social media, fake reviews.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was possible. I thought it was just like they were there. I thought Google and all these other search engines were just there to see which people had the most traffic. I didn't know that if there was something like that, they can actually kick you out.
They absolutely do.
Wow.
Google recently, any company can get their website approved with Google Webmaster Tools.
Mm-hmm.
And in Google Webmaster Tools, they'll tell you if your website has a penalty or not.
Wow.
So it is a very legitimate problem that real businesses that take, that hire, unprofessional or unethical SEO companies encounter.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, the Google re-inclusion process, there's a way to now disavow these bad links that are built and then to start over and get the penalty removed. It's a growing piece, and what I found is just, meeting with clients, is maybe 1 out of 10 clients who has hired a company in the past really has their website with a penalty in Google. So that's something that we also help companies get past, get around, get re-included, and start doing SEO, the right way. So that's the second type of bad SEO company to look out for.
Okay, so then final, hopefully the last and bad one.
Oh, yeah. So everyone, for some reason, and years and years and years, there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of money that's available in search engine optimization. So what that tends to attract is this third type, which is the salesman who starts a SEO company. And for some reason, this type of company tends to always have the best presentations. Mm-hmm. They always have package pricing. Do you want the silver, the gold, or the platinum package?
Right.
And they typically wear 3-piece suits. I can think of a couple here in town that do that. So, they get this brilliant marketing sales pitch.
Right.
The problem is that they're typically 2 to 3 levels lower than they need to be to ethically build SEO campaigns that last, that will really provide results. and that will get the company to where it needs to be. Matter of fact, I can think of 5 recent clients that we just took on from getting them from another local SEO company. That same type of thing. They had a better presentation. They got the clients we wanted in the first place, and that client, a year later, has come back to us and say, okay, now we need to get rid of the Google penalty that this company got us,
right?
And we need to build results that last.
Wow. Okay, so this definitely seems like a heavy motivation to write a book and to really get out there why your company's better.
Well, we really wanted to just put it out there and really encounter, here's what we're seeing in the marketplace,
right,
and identify the 3 companies that are out there that give my industry, search engine optimization, a bad name,
mm-hmm,
and then move forward to the Jerry Maguire moment that I had, which was, in 8 steps, any business can really read my book and come up with a plan that lasts, that delivers the same great online results that they're getting in the real world for their real brick-and-mortar business.
Okay, that's really impressive. I mean, I'm holding your book here now, and it's not a major book, nothing not like an encyclopedia, and it's something that can bring you a lot of benefit. It's a quick read and help, businesses out there actually succeed, and if they want to do it themselves, help them out, correct?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. The first starting place with the 8-step SEO plan is to look at the overall campaign, create a plan. That's the first and foremost. Is you have to go into any marketing effort with a solid plan,
right?
And really for the company to know, their starting part. Okay, where are we starting? Where do we want to go? What results do we want to achieve? And then move forward from there.
Right. And I know we're gonna have to take a quick break coming up, maybe in about a minute and a half. But let's get your information out just real quick, just for any listener that might have to go. Go ahead and give me that.
Yeah, absolutely. My name's John Kriney. I'm the founder of OptFirst. But the book is really the opportunity for any business,
okay,
to really receive a lot of information about where they're at. So what I've done is on the 8-step SEO Plan.com, any business owner here in South Florida can go on my website and request a free website analysis. So what that does, it looks at their current website.
Mm-hmm.
It looks at all of the links and any activity that's happened online. And the third piece is any social media activity that they have. So it's so any business out there in South Florida can understand what's been done,
right,
with their website, and really the analysis of where they're at now before they could start any type of plan moving forward. So typically at OptFirst, we charge for such analysis, but today on the 8-step SEO Plan.com, any South Florida business can get a free $1,000 value website report for free, just by putting in their website URL, by putting in their email address, and that's all they need to put in. No strings attached. Find out where you're at, so you can start with your own SEO plan.
That's incredible. That's awesome that you're gonna offer something like that. I mean, like you said, it's $1,000 worth of SEO help that normally a lot of people wouldn't even seek out. Hopefully there's some people out there that they know what they need to do to increase their business, and this is something that can help them get started.
Yeah, and even if they don't know, this is a great way to know your starting point,
right,
moving forward. So it'll say, every position that they have now, all the work that's been done on their site, all their social media, really, and give them back a number from 1 to 100 on where they're at now and where they can move forward from.
I mean, if anyone's listening out there too, based off what John has already told us about his company, you can see that they're specialized. They help people bring them back to these search engines. They're a great company, and this is something that's definitely worth checking out. I think we're going to take a quick break, and make sure you guys stay tuned because I got some more interesting things from John here. And don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with more South Florida's Business Spotlight on 880 AM The Biz.
Hey everyone, it's Edward Woodson inviting you to tune in weekdays from 7 to 8 a.m. to The Edward Woodson Show. With me, your host, Edward Woodson. We'll talk business, politics, and the things that really make you mad. I'm Edward Woodson, and I'm so mad!
Listen to The Edward Woodson Show every day 7 to 8 a.m. and replay at 11 p.m. on 880 a.m. The Biz. South Florida's only business radio station.
Part of the Wall Street Business Network.
880 a.m. The Biz. And we're back with more South Florida's Business Spotlight on 880 AM, The Biz. Once again, here's Spencer Lyon.
All right, South Florida, thank you for staying tuned in to the South Florida Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Spencer Lyon, and with me is John Kriney. Kriney. Oh, man, I'm so bad at it. John Kriney with OptFirst Web Marketing. And, he's been telling us a lot about his company and his book. And I'm really interested in seeing what you had to say or what recommendations you might have for businesses looking to gain visualization online.
Absolutely. What I'm finding right now is when we meet with some brick and mortar businesses, the most common thing that I hear is you walk in the door or it's a referral and you walk in, they say, we're not sure we need web marketing because we don't get any business from the internet. and believe it or not, a lot of our promotional materials, we want to really put out one fact, and that's 97% of consumers search for local businesses online.
Wow.
And that's from the source. That's from Google.
Mm-hmm.
So really what I want brick and mortar businesses here in South Florida to understand is that 97% of all consumers looking for their business are online.
Wow.
So that's one thing that I want to get out there is that, I really feel that strongly and passionately that every business needs to evaluate their business, not just in the real world, but let's say in the internet, and really create a plan so they can create internet marketing and really get visualization for their business online because it's out there. People are looking. There's more customers out there than what brick and mortar businesses are getting. Get out there, come up with your own plan, and really reach the people that are looking for their business because there's more opportunity out there for them.
Absolutely. I mean, the internet is like one of the craziest tools that ever was invented, I think. I mean, it's establishing connections that were never there before. So like if you're just a brick and mortar business with no online presence, you're really cutting yourself off from a market that could be generating more revenue for you.
Absolutely.
So with help in web optimization and developing some kind of plan, they can essentially grow their business effectively.
Absolutely. I mean, there really is. I think, I meet a lot of brick and mortar businesses that maybe splash or dabbled in promoting their website, and then they kind of give up because it wasn't effective. It didn't work. So they go back to what works, which is really people and, meeting people and growing their business that way. But an effective plan for their online marketing can grow their business, I've seen as much as 300%.
Wow.
What I'd say most of the time is even if it added 20, 25% to their current revenue, what does that mean to them? What difference does that make in their business? And, how could I help them to reach that?
Right. That 25% or 20% can be their entire overhead cost.
Absolutely. Or maybe it's their labor costs. Maybe,
right.
All these opportunities are out there. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I've seen 300%. But most of the time, what does 20 or 25%, of additional revenue mean to your business? And what does that look like? And I really, see that through a good online marketing plan, they can get there. They can achieve those additional profits.
Wow. So, I mean, with as long as you guys have been around and the business that you guys have really specialized in, you probably have a ton of stories.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can imagine the amount of clients that you guys have really benefited. I mean, like you said, you've seen 300% increase. So is there a client in particular that maybe has left a mark on you as much as you've left a mark on them? A story that, that you just really feel proud about?
Well, yeah, I'm glad you asked. And, our roots started in Southern California in 2001, and then we moved here in 2008, our corporate headquarters. But my favorite story really is in 2005. We had, and this is an example of someone whose business increased 300%. And it's a company called Gold Coast Moving out of San Diego. And the owner, Jordan Beagle, came to me and said, I'm trying to do online marketing. I have a $50 a day budget. And, for terms like San Diego Mover, I'm going and I'm clicked out before noon. My whole budget's expended.
Oh, wow.
And I need help, ranking organically on search engines, search engine optimization. I got your referral through a friend of a friend. So we started working together, and we really were able to achieve within 9 months. He was first for San Diego Movers.
Wow.
So that started in 2005, 2006. And as that grew, He was just a one-truck operation. His business grew 300% to the point where in 2009, the largest mover in San Diego, Priority Moving, came to him and said, listen, I just want to be first online. I've been trying for 4 years to beat you. He was second. He says, so how much for your business, for your website, and for the introduction to your online marketing company? So in 2009, at that point, Priority Moving became our client.
Wow.
And we were able to achieve success for Priority Moving, make them first. We were able, there's another 200% increase in their online business for Priority Moving, the company that bought them out. So we worked together all the way into the end of 2013, just 4 months ago now.
Right.
Then the largest moving company in Southern California went to Brian Bloom, who was the then owner of Priority Moving.
Mm-hmm.
Republic Movement came in, and they said, okay, listen, we just want to be first in San Diego, first in Southern California. So they purchased Priority Moving for multi-millions of dollars.
Wow. And
they said, okay, all we really want are your trucks, your website, and the introduction to your online marketing company. So, that's been a long-standing client now, 9 years, 3 different owners, and it just proves that when you do online marketing correctly, not only does it increase your business, but it makes your business more attractive to potential buyers.
Right.
So, to any brick-and-mortar businesses listening to this show, they might feel that their business has value, but how much more value would it have if they were first for their core business keywords on Google, on Bing, on Yahoo? And I've seen it. It's typically 3x of what they would get otherwise.
Wow.
Because intellectual property and intellectual value is exponentially more than, cost over sales on an acquisition standpoint.
Wow.
There's so much more value that it offers. So to all those business owners listening, really just kind of think, what would it look like? How much more would my business be worth?
Right. That's an impressive story. I mean, you don't hear as many stories like that. I mean, it's got to feel really good for you to where one of their main questions is like, who is helping you? I mean, this is like, what is this guy doing for you guys? Because he's impressive. I mean, that's an amazing story.
And for it to happen twice, it's like lightning striking twice. So
yeah.
It's a story that I'm very proud of. It just shows that if you roll up your sleeves, if you stick with a plan, and you execute and you build things with value, online property with value, links to your website, social media to your website that have value, it will stick, it will stay, and that's why I wrote the 8-step SEO plan.
Interesting. So then what would you recommend to those companies who've used SEO companies that have kind of left that bitter taste in their mouth?
Oh, that's another thing that I mentioned in my book is our best customers are companies that have used an SEO company in the past. Because there's nothing more frustrating to a company that has used an SEO company and they haven't gotten the results that they wanted. They've sat there, they've waited for these results to come, these magical, mythical, search engine rankings. But it's an opportunity to work with a company that has a proven track record like ours.
Right.
That not all is lost. Even if there was a penalty from that other SEO company, we can fix that. And based on our long resume of first-place clients right now, they can rest assured that, if they follow the 8-step SEO plan or they work with our marketing company OptFirst, that we can get them the results that they waited, in vain for.
Right, and hopefully get that nice sweet taste in their mouth because, that bitter taste does suck.
Oh, yeah. Hey, there's nothing more frustrating. And that's why I mentioned the bad types of SEO companies in my book and really segue into, okay, here's a solid plan that any business can use. It's just 8 steps. And, it really is something that I want to offer, a free website analysis. So any business owners out there are listening can get a $1,000 value website analysis for their website, social media, and links for free today just by putting in their website URL and their email address. No strings attached.
That's an impressive amount of value right there. I mean, if any business is listening, which I know they are, they would be smart just to do this. I mean, what kind of other place can you go and get this kind of value? I mean, really.
Yeah, we're really excited to offer this, to be on the show. And thanks again for having us.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. I'm so happy you came in here because, I mean, this is something, you're right, there are those companies out there that give a bad taste. And, I've come from different industries as well where it sucks working in an industry where you have those stereotypes that you make it harder for you to succeed even though that you have a quality product.
And that's the thing, and that's another thing that every business should really strive to differentiate themselves from their competitors. And that's why I came out with the 8-step SEO plan. It's my new book. We're really excited to put it out there. We're excited to show the value. It was my Jerry Maguire moment.
Right.
I found that, by sharing and by the information and being on the same page as the companies that we work with, that, success can be achieved and online marketing results can last.
That's awesome. Well, John, thank you again. I really appreciate it. From OptFirst Web Marketing, you guys make sure to check out 8 Steps to...
it's the 8-step SEO Plan.com.
Beautiful. Make sure you guys check that out and, really, go get some of this value that he's offering. So, it's really, really important. So, again, this has been the South Florida Business Spotlight. John, thank you again.
All right. Thank you, Spencer. I appreciate it.
No worries. Guys, take care, and I'll catch you next week.
Thank you for listening to South Florida Business Spotlight on 880 AM The Biz. Tune in Monday and Thursday at 4:30 p.m. where we feature local companies and interview their leaders and owners where they get an opportunity